gonna make you an offer you can't refuse. Hey folks, this is Bad Brad Berkwitt, the man with the pinky ring and the New York thing. Forget about it. And you're watching the Bad Brad Berkwitt Show. Hey folks, how'd you like that new opening for my show? All right, I know it's been a minute because of COVID-19. Forget about it. We're not able to do in-person interviews, but we're going to bring you, the subscriber, which I greatly appreciate, all kinds of new content, okay? So with that said, make sure you hit that button in that corner or that corner, whatever corner it's in, forget about it, and subscribe to the RSR Web TV channel. Now, when we hit 2,000 subscribers, that's right, 2,000, we're going to give away. Now, Deb says, don't put this in front of your face, but I got to. This book, The Liddle'est President, written by my pal, social media influencer, Brooklyn Dad Defiant. 2,000 subscribers. We'll pick one winner from the United States or overseas. Forget about it. And you will pick up this great book, which I reviewed a couple months ago on my show. Fantastic, funny book. The Liddle'est President, about you-know-who. All right, well, folks, today I got a special show because I'm doing a book review. All right, now this book, a lot of people have heard about it. A lot of people have picked it up. I just finished reading it last night. Debbie read it before me. She bought it, and then she gave it to me, and I read it. The book is, there you go, Too Much and Never Enough, written by Mary L. Trump, PH.D. Now, everybody knows about this book. If you don't, you're living in Mars. Mary is the niece of the guy in the QVC house, as I call it, because he's always pitching stuff, selling stuff. Niece. She's written what I want to call a tell-all fantastic, with humor, with a lot of feeling. You can tell she's hurt in this book, okay? So for the people that attacked her about this, that, and the other, there's a lot of hurt in this book because there's no loyalty in the Trump family, and Mary experienced it firsthand. Fantastic book. Verified many of the things that I already thought about her uncle, Donald Trump, okay? Racist, narcissist, misogynist, and the list goes on and on and on and on. Liar, grifter, okay? Now I'm gonna say some blunt things in this review. Hopefully you don't get shocked, but if you read the book, nothing should shock you. Fred Trump, who was Mary's father, died very young of alcoholism and heart problems. I'm going on record, I've said it on Twitter, and I'm going to say it again from reading this book. Yes, he had demons, true. Alcoholism helped end his death prematurely in his early 40s. But I'm telling you now, folks, when you read this book, there's blood on the Trump family's hands. And it starts with his father, Fred Trump, and his mother, Mary Ann Trump, and his brother, Donald Trump, and his other brother who recently passed away, Robert Trump, and his sister, Elizabeth Trump, and his other sister, Mary Ann Trump, the judge. Forget about it. I read the book about her. She's a real winner. Not. They killed Fred. They didn't care about Fred. The things they did to Fred shouldn't be done to anybody. Okay? Their old saying is, I wouldn't even do it to a dog. First of all, I love dogs, so I wouldn't do anything bad to a dog. But if you're going to use that analogy, you wouldn't even do it to a dog. Forget about it. Very, very in-depth, well-written. She speaks firsthand. Mary is an intelligent lady. I've seen her interviewed on Chris Cuomo. I've seen her on other shows. Okay? She's the real deal. All right? So pick up this great book. Publisher is Simon & Schuster. I don't want to give away too much because I don't like to do that, being an author myself. Pick up the book. You're going to find out things that you probably already knew or had at least a gut feeling about Donald Trump, because everything that you think he is confirmed to the third power. Okay, folks? Now I'm going to do something else along the lines of this book review, but I'm going to send a message to Donald Trump. And I'm probably going to get some hate emails and comments below, from Trump supporters, and that's fine. I'm a big boy. I can accept it because I'm putting it out there. But I'm going to tell you what you say, be careful how you say it, because what you're going to get back, forget about it, is going to be twice as much as what you bring. All right? But I'm going to say this to Donald Trump. Your line, it is what it is. It is what it is until November 3rd. And then it will be no more because we're voting you out of office. Now as well, you attacked a man during the Republican primary that I respect, okay? Didn't always agree with his political beliefs, but I respected the man, and his name was Senator John McCain, who you couldn't shine his shoes, Donald. And you said, and I quote, "I like my war heroes not captured." First of all, you're a 5-time draft dodger whose daddy paid to keep you out of the Vietnam War while other men went and lost their lives. That's number one. Number two, what you don't like, I don't like my presidents who are liars and racists and narcissists and can't run a pandemic and are killing. Last count, over 170,000 Americans. That's what I don't like in my president, okay? Because don't get it mistaken, folks. I never had problems with Republicans or Democrats as people before Trump came along and took them out of, drain the swamp. Oh, he sure did drain the swamp. He pulled them out of the swamp. And let me tell you something, one thing I will tell you about Mary's book, which she confirmed, which I already knew. All of these two-teeth John Deere plaid shirt wearing tobacco spitters that go to his rallies and scream, "We love our Donald Trump, Donald Trump." He wouldn't piss on you if you were on fire, folks. Mary confirms that in the book. Do you see any of you at Mar-a-Lago? Do you see any of you at the White House? Do you see him before COVID-19 going to a diner, going anywhere in public and talking to you? George Bush did it. George Bush's father did it. Okay? Nixon did it. Clinton did it. Obama did it. Carter did it, and all the other presidents did it. Trump doesn't do it. He only goes to his Hitler rallies. Because you want to know something, folks? Donald Trump is America's Adolf Hitler. And if you think that's bluntly said, stand by and wait for this next thing I'm about to say. If he had the opportunity to put us in ovens and burn us, okay, not just Jews, but people who didn't agree with his narcissism and his kissing of Putin's ass, and Kim Jong-un, who before him we knew they were traitors, but now he'd get a pass. He'd put you in ovens and he'd burn you, starting with reporters, okay? Because the only fake news, and I'm not saying all media is spot on because they are not, but the only true fake news is Donald John Trump. So again, I like my presidents who aren't racists, who aren't narcissists, who respect women, who don't marry mail-order brides, who grammatically say, be best, and don't care and are complicit. Because I don't want anybody in my life to be complicit if I do something wrong, okay? Because that's a trait that I don't have, but if I did, I want somebody to check me. Donald John Trump, he refuses to be checked, okay? If you believe in God, and I happen to believe in him, the other day he talks to God and God is testing him. No, God isn't testing you. He is not testing you, Donald J. Trump, okay? Because you failed the test. Americans have died on your watch, and you own it. All right, folks, go back real quick to the book by Mary L. Trump. Pick it up. I fully endorse this book. I give it 5 out of 5 stars. And yes, I will be voting November 3rd, and I will be voting for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, okay? Kamala, as she calls herself, because we need a different direction. And then folks who like to say, oh, this, that, and the other, when they go into the Oval Office, they'll be held accountable too, because all of your politicians, Democrat, Republican, and Independent, need to be held accountable. Things need to change. The start change is November 3rd when you vote. All right? That's another I was about to say the wrong show. The Bad Brad Berkwitt Show on the RSR Web TV channel. Forget about it. Leave your comments below. Remember, if you come after me, that's fine. But I'm going to light you up if you're disrespectful. If you make valid points, we can have a conversation. But if you don't, you get lit up. forget about it. And remember, folks, every act of kindness is a little love we leave behind. Bad Brad out.
Hey folks, this is the man with the pinky ring and the New York thing. Forget about it. Bad Brad Berkwitt. And I'm here to tell you about a book. And this book has interviews with Roy Jones Jr., Aaron Pryor, Kenny Norton, Ron Loud, George Foreman, Ernie Shavers, Chuck Wepner, and the list goes on and on and on and on. If you want to read those great interviews, pick up my book, Boxing Interviews of a Lifetime, by the man with the pinky ring and the New York thing. Forget about it, that would be me. Now, you can go to my publisher's site, and that's www.authorhouse.com. www.authorhouse.com. Now, if you want to get this book personally signed, because I know Christmas is coming around the corner, as long as you pay postage to and from St. John, Indiana, I will personally sign your book with a description of your choice or something you'd like me to put in cool. All right, folks? Boxing Interviews of a Lifetime by yours truly. And on that note, Bad Brad out.